Here's the deal. Root crops aren't difficult, but they are particular. They're especially particular about something you do before you ever put the seeds in the ground. We're talking about the soil. Literally, the stuff that goes on under the ground. This is what makes the difference between pulling out a long, cylindrical, beautiful carrot or one that looks like it's 64 and has been doing yoga for 3 months. Today I'm talking about 3 of the big root crops for Zone 4, radishes, beets, and carrots. They're all cool season, they're all direct sown, which means they're not started indoors but just put directly into the soil, and together they'll give you harvests from late spring all the way to fall. Hi, I'm Carol from Almost 2 Acres. Let's go.
Before we get into the individual crops, I want to explain something that trips up a lot of new gardeners. You will more than likely not be successful starting root vegetables inside the house. You'll most likely end up with forked, twisted, stunted roots that basically tell you they had a really hard life. Having said that, I of course did start carrots and beets a few weeks before growing season in my greenhouse in cell packs last year because, well, I always have to test everything. The carrots were cute in the cell packs, but horrible looking when pulled later. The beets were not happy with being transplanted and took a week to adjust, but turned out quite well in the end. Carrots, beets, and radishes develop their edible part from the taproot, the very first root the seed sends down. The moment that seedling goes into the ground, that taproot is already forming and growing straight down. If you disturb it by transplanting, it forks, it bends, it splits, it gets confused, and a confused carrot is not a tasty carrot. So when you see the seed packet say direct sow, that's a rule. These seeds go in the garden. We prepare the garden bed beautifully and then we sow. Soil prep. This is the section that will determine whether your root crops thrive or disappoint you. Root crops are basically trying to push themselves down through your soil as they grow. If the soil is compacted, rocky, full of clay clumps, or has chunks of not decomposed organic matter, they hit that resistance and they fork or they stay stubby. You want them to be able to move freely all the way down. Raised beds are a huge advantage here. If you're growing in a raised bed with a good, loose, well-amended mix, you're already halfway there. The soil in a raised bed is typically not compacted, drains well, and has had amendments worked in. That's the ideal root crop environment. If you're growing in much of Minnesota, the Dakotas, and Wisconsin, the native Zone 4 soil can be anything from heavy clay to sandy loam. Here you've got a little more work to do. You need to loosen the soil deeply, at least 12 inches for carrots, remove rocks and large clumps, and work in compost to improve the texture. Not bags and bags of compost, just a 1 to 2 inch layer worked in, enough to lighten things up without overdoing it. A word about nitrogen. This is a really common mistake. People think more fertilizer equals more food, so they add a lot of compost or a nitrogen-heavy fertilizer to their root crop beds. And then they get these gorgeous, lushy, leafy tops, really impressive above-ground growth, and basically nothing happening below the soil. High nitrogen tells the plant to put its energy into leaves. We want the energy going into the root, so go light on the nitrogen for root crops. A balanced or low nitrogen fertilizer or a modest amount of mature compost worked in is all you need. If your soil already has decent organic matter from previous seasons, you may not need to add anything at all. Soil depth matters. Radishes are forgiving. They're small and they mature fast, so a shallower, less prepared bed can still produce decent radishes. Beets need about 6 to 8 inches of loose soil. Carrots are the most demanding. They need 10 to 12 inches of loose, rock-free, well-drained soil for full-size roots. If you're growing in a shallower raised bed, choose a shorter carrot variety like Chantenay or Danvers rather than the long Imperator types.